Earth, a place where life not only exists, but thrives, surpassing all limits. This is where nature has blurred the lines between reality and imagination. Creating landscapes so majestic that it's hard to believe they truly exist. Frozen kingdoms, where drifting icebergs silently paint a grand masterpiece. Every landscape on this planet tells a story of evolution, wonder, and nature's extraordinary ability to endure. Join us on a great journey of exploration and witness the most breathtaking natural wonders this planet has to offer. Before watching this content, make sure you've experienced the 3-hour masterpiece that has left millions in awe over the past 6 months on our channel. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, with the Uhuru Peak standing 19,341 feet tall. It stands out because it has 3 main peaks: Uhuru Peak, Mwenzi Peak, and Shira Peak. This mountain is not an active volcano, but still has 3 dormant craters. Kilimanjaro is located near the equator, but due to its high altitude, its summit is covered with snow year-round. Although it is not the most difficult mountain to climb, about 30% of climbers fail to reach the summit due to altitude issues. The climbing routes of Kilimanjaro vary from tropical rainforests to savannas and eventually to the icy land at the summit. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an ideal destination for those who love exploring nature. Heavenly Lake, located 6,500 feet above sea level in the Tian Shan mountain range, Xinjiang, China, is one of the region's most stunning natural wonders. With an area of about 1.2 square miles, this lake is known for its crystal-clear, turquoise waters, reflecting snow-capped mountains and lush meadows along its shores. Every season, Heavenly Lake takes on a different beauty, from the bright green of summer to the mystical, snow-covered winter. The lake is not only known for its natural beauty, but also holds significant cultural value for the local people. The Uyghur people consider it a sacred place, bringing peace and good fortune. It was once an important stop on the Silk Road, a crossroads of many cultures and traditions. The Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical rainforest in the world, covering about 2.7 million square miles. It accounts for over 50% of the Earth's remaining rainforests. The rainforest is home to over 10 million species of living organisms, including more than 3,000 species of fish and thousands of other animal and plant species. The Amazon River, at approximately 4,000 miles long, is the second longest river in the world and has a vast basin covering much of the region. The Amazon rainforest produces about 20% of the Earth's oxygen and plays a key role in regulating the global climate. Protecting the Amazon is essential not only for the countries in the region, but also for the global environment, due to the ecological benefits it provides. Antelope Canyon is a narrow canyon located near Page, Arizona, USA. The canyon is divided into two main parts: Upper Antelope Canyon and Lower Antelope Canyon. Upper Antelope Canyon, also known as the Crack, is famous for sunlight rays shining down from above, creating unique light images, especially at noon. Lower Antelope Canyon, with its more complex terrain, features metal stairs that help visitors navigate easily. Antelope Canyon is located within the Navajo Nation and can only be visited through guided tours. Visitors to the canyon not only get to admire the natural beauty, but also learn more about the culture and history of the Navajo people. Cappadocia is a historical region located in central Turkey, known for its unique landscapes and rich cultural heritage. The region was formed from layers of sedimentary rock and volcanic rock, eroded over millions of years, creating distinctive mushroom-shaped rock formations known as chimneys or fairy chimneys. The local people have used this terrain to build homes, monasteries, and churches in caves, creating a unique housing system. Cappadocia is also famous for its underground cities, where people could hide and live underground. Cappadocia has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1985, affirming the historical and cultural value of the region. Valle de la Luna, located to the west of San Pedro de Atacama, Chile, is a unique desert area within the Cordillera de la Sal mountain range. This area was formed millions of years ago due to erosion from water and wind, creating strange rock formations, including mountain ranges, canyons, and sand dunes. With a high desert climate, Valle de la Luna has a significant temperature difference between day and night, about 64 degrees F. Valle de la Luna is named after its moon-like landscape. The area is part of the Los Flamencos National Reserve and has been recognized as a nature reserve since 1982. It is a popular destination for tourists, especially in the afternoon, when sunlight creates stunning scenes and unique colors on the rock structures. It is also famous as an ideal spot to observe sunsets, when the sky and surrounding landscape are dyed in bright orange and red. The Stone Forest, also known as Shailen, is a famous area with unique limestone formations located in Yunnan Province, China. This area was formed millions of years ago by the erosion of water and wind, creating towering stone pillars resembling a stone forest. The stone forest covers an area of about 193 square miles, including both large and small sections with stone formations that resemble trees, animals, and many other shapes. It is a popular tourist destination and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2007. Additionally, this area is home to many endemic species, contributing to its biodiversity. The stone forest also features lakes, waterfalls, and caves, creating a stunning landscape that attracts thousands of visitors each year. Maya Bay, located on Koh Phi Phi Lay Island, Thailand, became globally famous after being featured in the 2000 film The Beach. The bay is famous for its 820 feet long beach, fine white sand, and crystal clear water, creating a stunning natural environment. After closing in June 2018 to restore the marine ecosystem, Maya Bay reopened in October 2022 with strict conservation measures. Only 375 visitors are allowed to visit the bay each day, and swimming in the bay is prohibited to protect the marine environment. Maya Bay is now part of the Hat Nofaret Tharamu Koh Phi Phi National Park. Conservation efforts here have helped revive the marine ecosystem with the return of marine life and coral reefs. Rainbow Mountain in Peru is located at an altitude of about 17,060 feet, higher than many famous peaks in the world. Its distinctive colors are created by the deposition of minerals such as iron oxide, sulfur, and copper over millions of years. This mountain only became widely known after glaciers melted, revealing its striking layers of colorful rock. The thin air at this altitude makes reaching the summit challenging, and many visitors may experience altitude sickness. For the indigenous people, this is a sacred place where they perform rituals to honor the mountain gods. The area is also home to various animals such as alpacas, vicuñas, and Andean condors. Lake Baikal, located in eastern Siberia, Russia, is the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world. With a depth of up to 307 feet, this lake holds about 203,615 cubic kilometers of water, making up 20% of the planet's fresh water that is not frozen. Lake Baikal covers an area of about 255 square miles, roughly the size of Belgium or Albania. Formed about 25 to 30 million years ago, Lake Baikal is the oldest lake in the world. It is home to over 1,700 species of animals and plants, with about 2/3 being endemic species not found anywhere else in the world. Lake Baikal also plays a crucial role in regulating the regional climate, affecting the temperature and rainfall of the surrounding areas. Lake Baikal was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996 and is a source of water for many major rivers in Siberia. Serengeti is a vast grassland in Tanzania, home to one of the oldest and most pristine ecosystems on Earth. With endless landscapes, this region is home to millions of wild animals, including wildebeests, zebras, gazelles, and predators, such as lions, leopards, and hyenas. Serengeti is especially famous for the Great Migration, where millions of animals move seasonally in search of water and fresh grass. This spectacle is one of the most magnificent natural events in the world. In addition to its vast grasslands, Serengeti features sparse forests and rivers that provide vital water sources for the ecosystem. The area has also been home to indigenous tribes for thousands of years, people whose way of life is deeply connected to nature and wildlife. Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth, with an average temperature of around 58 degrees. It is also the driest continent, receiving only about 2 inches of rainfall annually. Antarctica covers an area of 5.5 million square miles, which is about 40% larger than Europe. Although there are no native inhabitants, Antarctica is home to many species of wildlife, such as penguins, seals, and whales. Antarctica does not belong to any country, and there are no permanent residents, but countries maintain scientific research stations here. The ice in Antarctica contains about 60% of the Earth's fresh water, and its melting can affect global sea levels. Antarctica plays a crucial role in regulating the global climate. Hatcher Pass is a majestic mountainous region in Alaska, USA, standing out with towering granite peaks and vast valleys. The area is covered with wildflowers, creating a breathtaking natural landscape with crystal-clear streams flowing through lush grasslands. When winter arrives, the entire area is blanketed in thick snow, making it an ideal destination for skiing and snowmobiling. The surrounding peaks reflect the sunlight, creating a magical scene amidst the untouched wilderness of Alaska. Today, visitors can explore remnants of old gold mines and learn about the native cultures of the indigenous tribes that once lived here. Lassen Volcanic National Park is an impressive natural wonder in Northern California. Established in 1916, it is the 15th national park in the United States and named after Danish explorer Peter Lassen. The most special thing about this park is the presence of all 4 types of volcanoes found on Earth, making it a rare natural geological laboratory. Mount Lassen Peak once erupted violently in 1915, creating an ash column up to 29529 feet high. Bumpus Hell is the largest hydrothermal area in the park, with boiling mud pools and hot steam vents. This area receives an average snowfall of up to 30 feet each year, causing the road through the park to typically close from October to June. The park is also the home to the rare Lassen's checkerspot butterfly that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Victoria Falls is one of the world's greatest natural wonders, situated on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. This vast waterfall, with a length of 5,577 feet and a height of 354 feet, creates an impressive continuous curtain of water. Local people call it Mosi Oatunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, as the mist from the falls can be seen from a distance of 31 miles, and its roaring sound echoes up to 25 miles. During flood season, the volume of water dropping down can reach 132 million gallons per minute. Victoria Falls is twice as high as Niagara Falls and was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1989. A unique phenomenon here is the lunar rainbow that appears on full moon nights. The falls were first discovered by a European, David Livingstone, in 1855 and named after Queen Victoria of England. Monument Valley is one of the most famous landmarks in the United States, located on Navajo land, in the Navajo Nation Tribal Park, covering about 91,000 acres. The massive red sandstone formations here were formed about 250 million years ago, when sediments, sand, and mud accumulated. This place became globally famous thanks to the Western films directed by John Ford, especially from the 1930s. Many films, commercials, and music videos have been filmed here, including Forrest Gump and Back to the Future 3. The most famous formation is the Mittens, which resembles a pair of gloves with a separated thumb. Monument Valley is now a tribal park managed by the Navajo, attracting thousands of visitors every year. The Sydney Opera House is one of the most famous architectural landmarks in the world. This building was designed by Danish architect Jørgen Utzon and completed in 1973. The Opera House covers an area of about 4.5 acres and has a length of 600 feet. Its distinctive roof resembles the shape of sails and is made of 1,056 cream-colored tiles. It is one of the symbols of Sydney and Australia. The Opera House has 5 performance halls, with the concert hall being the largest, holding 2,079 seats. More than 1,800 performances are held here annually, attracting over 1.4 million visitors and locals. In 2007, the Sydney Opera House was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Great Sphinx of Giza is one of the largest and oldest monolithic sculptures in the world. The statue is approximately 240 feet long and 66 feet tall. It is carved from a single block of limestone and features the body of a lion and the head of a man. The Sphinx was built around 20,500 BC, during Egypt's 4th dynasty. The statue is believed to represent Pharaoh Khafra. Although thousands of years have passed, many details of the statue remain intact, though the nose has been missing for a long time. It is one of the landmarks that attract millions of visitors every year and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Rising around 9,103 feet above sea level, Kawah Ijen is a well-known volcano in East Java, Indonesia. Among the biggest acid lakes in the world, this volcano is especially well known for its turquoise-colored water. Kawa Ijen is also well known for the blue fire phenomenon, whereby light produced by burning sulfur gas creates a stunning and distinctive nighttime view. Additionally, a place for sulfur mining, Kawa Ijen sees residents working under difficult conditions to extract sulfur from the crater. For the people living nearby, this volcano has not only natural, but also tremendous cultural value, since it is a holy site that represents defense for the society. Navajo Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach, is located on Zakynthos Island, Greece. This beach can only be accessed by boat, providing a unique travel experience. The centerpiece of the beach is the wreck of the MV Panagiotis, a cargo ship that sank in 1980 and still rests on the white sand. The shipwreck has become a symbol of the beach and attracts millions of visitors every year. Navajo Beach is surrounded by tall limestone cliffs, creating a stunning landscape. The water is crystal clear and the sand is smooth, making it one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Although very famous, the beach was temporarily closed in 2023 due to the risk of rock slides. Geyser Lake is located in the Altai region, Siberia, Russia, and is a unique tropical lake with a diameter of about 328 feet and a depth of just 20 feet. The lake is nourished by hot springs, giving it a distinct turquoise color. The water in the lake is so clear that you can see the bottom clearly. The bottom of the lake contains mud with unique concentric circles, creating an unusual landscape. Geyser Lake never freezes, even in the cold winter, thanks to the stable temperature from the hot springs beneath the lake. Milford Sound, also known as Piopio Tahai, is a narrow fjord located in Fiordland National Park, New Zealand. The fjord is about 9.4 miles long and 1.2 miles wide, surrounded by high mountain ranges, with Mitre Peak rising 5,551 feet. It is one of the wettest places on Earth, with an average annual rainfall of 252 inches. After heavy rains, dozens of temporary waterfalls emerge, creating a stunning sight. Milford Sound is home to many marine animals such as seals and bottlenose dolphins, and is also a breeding ground for Fiordland penguins. Milford Sound is called the eighth wonder of the world and is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, highlighting the natural and cultural value of the area. Prambanan is the largest Hindu temple complex in Indonesia, located about 17 kilos northeast of Yogyakarta. This complex was built in the 9th century under the Sanjaya dynasty, consisting of about 240 temples of various sizes. The main temple is dedicated to Shiva and stands about 154 feet tall. Prambanan was designed to honor the three supreme Hindu deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The temple complex was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1991. However, the complex was severely damaged by an earthquake in 2006. The temples at Prambanan are made of limestone and sandstone, creating a unique architecture. The Dead Sea is the largest saline lake on Earth, located at the lowest point on the Earth's surface, about 1410 feet below sea level. The Dead Sea is famous for its high salt concentration, about 30%, 10 times higher than other seas, making swimming here easier. The water and mud of the Dead Sea contain many health-beneficial minerals, such as magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which are often used in spa treatments and dermatological therapies. The Dead Sea has a dry climate and warm sunshine year-round, making it an ideal destination for relaxation. However, the water level of the Dead Sea is gradually decreasing due to the extraction of water from the Jordan River and other sources, leading to changes in the landscape and environment. The Azores is a group of 9 islands located in the Atlantic Ocean about 870 miles west of Lisbon. These islands are part of Portugal and are divided into three main groups: the Eastern, Central, and Northwestern groups. The archipelago is known for its diverse ecosystem, home to many marine animals and endemic plants. The Azores is also famous for its unspoiled beauty and limited tourism, making it an ideal destination for nature lovers. It is renowned for sustainable tourism, with hotels and restaurants blending harmoniously with the natural environment. The vineyards in the Azores have been recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Diamond Beach, located near the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon in Iceland, is famous for its black sand beach and icebergs drifting from the lagoon onto the shore. The transparent and white icebergs shine like diamonds against the black sand, creating a unique scene that attracts tourists. The beach is about 230 miles from Reykjavik and is an ideal destination for nature lovers. The best time to visit is from June to August, when the weather is warmer and the days are longer. However, winter from December to February is also very appealing, as visitors can see the northern lights and avoid crowds. This beach is not only beautiful, but also a great spot for observing wildlife, such as seals and whales. Kauai, also known as the Garden Isle, is the oldest island in the Hawaiian chain. With an area of about 552 square miles, Kauai is known for its diverse natural landscapes, from tropical rainforests to valleys and sharp cliffs. Only about 20% of the island's area is accessible by car, while the rest can only be reached by sea or air, offering unique experiences for visitors. With its unspoiled beauty and limited commercialization, Kauai is an ideal destination for those who love nature and exploration. Raja Ampat is an archipelago located in the western part of Papua, Indonesia, famous for its rich marine biodiversity. The archipelago consists of over 1,500 small islands and 4 main islands: Waiju, Batanta, Salawati, and Misul. Raja Ampat is known as a paradise for diving and snorkeling enthusiasts, with over 1,000 species of fish and 600 species of coral recorded. The clear waters and diverse marine ecosystem have made it an attractive destination for ocean explorers. However, Raja Ampat faces environmental challenges, such as nickel mining, that could affect the marine ecosystem and local communities. Kotor Bay is a narrow bay located on the western coast of Montenegro, about 17 miles long, surrounded by the Orjan and Lovćen mountain ranges. This bay stands out for its pristine and majestic natural landscape, with towering cliffs and beautiful small bays. The clear and warm seawater makes it an ideal place for outdoor activities like kayaking and swimming. Kotor Bay is also recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site due to the combination of unspoiled nature and historic architecture. The city of Kotor, with its ancient city walls and historical buildings, bears the marks of many civilizations throughout the ages. Visitors can take boat trips to explore the bay or hike on the mountains to admire the panoramic view of the bay from above, enjoying the fresh air and the tranquil beauty of the area. Kaunas is an ancient city located near Dalyan, Turkey, famous for its rock-cut tombs known as the Tombs of the Kings. These tombs were carved directly into the cliffs of Mount Balıklar, with facades resembling ancient Greek temples. There are approximately 167 rock tombs in Kaunas, 20 of which have temple-like facades known as Kaunas-style tombs. These tombs were built from the 4th to the 2nd century BC and reflect the cultural blending of Anatolian, Greek, and Persian civilizations. Kaunas was once an important seaport, but it was abandoned in the 15th century AD due to silt accumulation and changes in the flow of the Dalyan River. Mount Rinjani is a majestic volcano located on the island of Lombok, Indonesia, rising 12,224 feet above sea level. It is the second highest volcano in Indonesia and attracts thousands of visitors each year for hiking. This volcano is known for its large crater containing Sagara Anak Lake, where the water is crystal clear and natural hot springs are found. The natural landscape of Mount Rinjani is diverse, from tropical forests at the base of the mountain to pristine highlands. From the summit, visitors can enjoy a panoramic view of Lombok Island and the surrounding islands. Mount Rinjani is not only an ideal destination for hiking enthusiasts, but also holds deep religious significance for the people of Lombok, who consider the volcano a sacred place and hold religious ceremonies there. This destination combines majestic nature with unique spiritual culture. Mount Bromo is an active volcano located in Bromo Tengah Semeru National Park, Indonesia. The mountain stands at around 7,041 feet above sea level and is one of the most famous tourist destinations in Indonesia. The name Bromo is derived from the Hindu god Brahma. The volcano's crater frequently emits white smoke, creating a magnificent and mystical scene. Visitors who wish to catch the sunrise from Mount Bromo need to wake up at 2 a.m. and hike up to Pananjakan to witness the sunrise. In addition to trekking up the mountain, visitors can also experience the local culture of the Tengah people, who follow strong Hindu beliefs. The Jigokudani Snow Monkey Park is located in Yamanouchi, Japan, and is home to the Japanese snow monkeys, Macaca fuscata. These monkeys are famous for soaking in natural hot springs during the winter, helping them stay warm when temperatures drop. The park was established in 1964 and has become one of Japan's most popular tourist spots. Visitors can easily get there by bus from Yudanaka Station to the Kanbayashi Onsen stop, then walk about 820 feet along a forest trail. Winter, from December to March, is the best time to see the snow monkeys soaking in hot springs in a snowy environment. The park is open year-round and charges an entrance fee of 800 yen for adults. Taj Mahal, an architectural masterpiece located in Agra, India, is a mausoleum built by Emperor Shah Jahan to honor his wife, Mumtaz Mahal. The construction began in 1632 and was completed in 1653, involving over 2,000 workers and craftsmen. Taj Mahal is mainly made of white marble, creating a magnificent and intricate beauty. The complex of Taj Mahal covers an area of approximately 4.2 acres, including gardens, pools, and other supporting structures. Taj Mahal was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 and is considered a symbol of eternal love. The monument changes colors throughout the day, appearing pink in the morning, white at noon, and golden at sunset, creating beautiful landscapes. Visitors to Taj Mahal must wear shoe covers to protect the monument from human impact. Torres del Paine is located in southern Chile, within the Patagonia region, where the landscape remains wild and majestic. Towering granite peaks, vast glaciers, and turquoise lakes create the unique beauty of this area. The three iconic granite towers of Torres del Paine were formed over millions of years by ice and wind erosion. The lakes here have a distinct blue color due to the melting glaciers, reflecting light to create a breathtaking scene. The diverse ecosystem is home to many wild animals, including pumas, guanacos, and Andean condors. This land was once inhabited by indigenous tribes thousands of years ago, who regarded Torres del Paine as a sacred place. Torres del Paine is located in southern Chile, within the Patagonia region, where the landscape remains wild and majestic. Towering granite peaks, vast glaciers, and turquoise lakes create the unique beauty of this area. The three iconic granite towers of Torres del Paine were formed over millions of years by ice and wind erosion. The lakes here have a distinct blue color due to the melting glaciers, reflecting light to create a breathtaking scene. The diverse ecosystem is home to many wild animals, including pumas, guanacos, and Andean condors. This land was once inhabited by indigenous tribes thousands of years ago, who regarded Torres del Paine as a sacred place. Santorini, also known as Thera, is a famous island in Greece, part of the Cyclades archipelago. The island covers an area of about 29 square miles and has a crescent shape with steep cliffs embracing the coastline. Santorini was formed by a massive volcanic eruption thousands of years ago, creating a vast caldera and towering cliffs. The architecture on the island is very distinctive, with pure white houses, blue-domed roofs, and blue windows, creating a unique and romantic landscape. Additionally, Santorini has beaches with black, red, and white sands due to volcanic activity. Santorini is also an ideal spot to watch the sunset over the Aegean Sea, creating a beautiful and mysterious scene. Grand Canyon is one of the greatest natural wonders in the world, located in Arizona, USA. This canyon stretches about 277 miles, with a width ranging from 4 miles to 18 miles and a depth of over 6,000 feet, formed over millions of years by the erosion of the Colorado River. The landscape of Grand Canyon changes dramatically with sunlight, as rock layers shift in color from orange and red to purple and gold, creating a breathtaking, natural masterpiece. The towering cliffs and diverse terrain make this an ideal sightseeing destination. Grand Canyon is not only a geological heritage, but also a sacred land for many Native American tribes, closely tied to traditional ceremonies and ancient legends. Nowadays, this canyon represents natural beauty and the force of nature, where tourists may see millions of years of Earth's history. Aurora borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, is a dazzling light phenomenon that appears in the night sky near the Arctic Circle. It is the result of the interaction between electrically charged particles from the solar wind and Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. The aurora can have various colors, from green, red, to purple and blue, depending on the gases in the atmosphere. This phenomenon appears in many forms, from simple bands to complex arcs of light. Auroras usually occur on dark, cloudless nights with minimal light pollution. Although primarily observed in polar regions during years of strong solar activity, they can appear at lower latitudes. Lake Bled is located in northwestern Slovenia and is a natural freshwater lake covering about 36 hectares. Formed during the Ice Age, it creates a stunning landscape with clear waters and a refreshing environment. The lake is surrounded by the Julian Alps and lush green forests, creating a perfect combination of mountains and water. The lake's waters have a distinctive turquoise hue, contributing to its romantic and picturesque scenery. In the center of the lake lies a small island with an ancient church and tall bell tower, a symbol of the area. Visitors can engage in activities such as rowing, hiking, or enjoying traditional dishes at lakeside restaurants. With its stunning natural beauty, Lake Bled truly deserves the title of the Green Gem of Slovenia. The Fiji Islands are a tropical paradise in the South Pacific, known for their blue waters, white sand, and diverse marine ecosystem. Fiji consists of hundreds of islands, many of which are covered by dense rainforests, waterfalls, and pristine rivers. The ocean here has a crystal-clear turquoise color, with stunning coral reefs that are home to tropical fish, reef sharks, and rare sea turtles. The sunsets in Fiji create a spectacular scene as sunlight reflects off the ocean, bringing a romantic and magical atmosphere. Historically, Fiji was an important trade hub in the Pacific and has been influenced by various cultures. The Himalayas is a majestic mountain range stretching across Nepal, India, and Tibet, serving as a natural boundary between the Indian subcontinent and the Tibetan Plateau. With towering peaks, some exceeding 29,000 feet, the Himalayas is one of the highest and most magnificent mountain systems in the world. Not only are there snow-covered peaks year-round, but the region also boasts lush valleys, massive glaciers, and rivers originating from melting ice. In spring, rhododendron flowers bloom across the mountain slopes, creating a vibrant natural landscape. Ancient monasteries stand precariously on cliff edges, serving as sacred spaces for monks to practice in the serenity of the mountains. The Himalayas is also a vital center of culture and spirituality, where many Eastern legends and philosophies were born. The wave is one of the most spectacular natural wonders in the United States, standing out with its sandstone layers flowing like ocean waves in the vast desert. The patterns on the rock were formed over millions of years by the effects of wind and water, creating a unique natural masterpiece with vibrant shades of red, orange, pink, and yellow. The colors of the rock change throughout the day, especially striking at sunrise and sunset when sunlight reflects on its surface. Due to its fragile and easily damaged terrain, the number of visitors allowed each day is limited to preserve the area's pristine beauty. This area was once home to Native American tribes who believed that the mysterious rock formations were marks left by divine beings on the earth. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, located in the heart of the UAE, rising above the desert with a modern and impressive design. With a height of about 2,717 feet, this skyscraper offers a spectacular view of the cityscape and vast desert. Its glass facade reflects the sunlight, creating a shimmering effect, especially beautiful at sunrise and sunset. From above, visitors can see sand dunes stretching to the horizon, forming a unique blend of nature and urban development. The design of Burj Khalifa is inspired by the Hymenocallis flower, a distinctive species in the region, symbolizing the harmony between modern architecture and local culture. This construction makes it among the most amazing man-made wonders in the world. Horseshoe Bend is one of the most remarkable natural wonders in the United States, located in Arizona, where the Colorado River creates a perfect horseshoe-shaped curve. The surrounding cliffs stand about 1,000 feet above the river below, offering a breathtaking aerial view. The region's characteristic red sandstone changes shades depending on the sunlight, ranging from vibrant orange to deep, mysterious brown. During sunrise and sunset, the lighting transforms the area into a stunning spectacle, making it an unmissable destination for tourists and photographers. There are no guardrails at the cliff edges, making the experience at Horseshoe Bend both majestic and challenging. This area was once closely associated with the lives of Native American tribes, who regarded it as a sacred land. The Ban Giok waterfall, located at the border between Vietnam and China, is one of the largest waterfalls in Southeast Asia. The waterfall has a height of about 174 feet and a width of about 393 feet, creating a majestic landscape amid the mountains and forests. The Ban Giok waterfall is divided into 3 levels, with strong water flows cascading down. In the rainy season, the waterfall becomes even more majestic as the amount of water flowing down from a height of nearly 104 feet increases. This area is not only famous for its natural beauty, but also holds cultural significance, being tied to local legends of indigenous people. Plitvice Lakes National Park, with an area of approximately 116 square miles, is the largest national park in Croatia. It has 16 interconnected lakes, forming a system about 5 miles long, divided into two main groups, the upper and lower lakes. This national park was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, one of the first natural heritage sites in the world. The waterfall system here is very diverse, with large and small waterfalls creating a stunning natural landscape. Spring and autumn are the best times to visit, with lush greenery in spring and golden leaves falling in autumn. The Chocolate Hills, located on the island of Bohol in the Philippines, is a unique geological formation consisting of 1268 to 1776 cone-shaped hills, all uniform in size and shape. This stunning landscape spans across an area of approximately 788 to 1104 miles. During the dry season, the vegetation on the hills turns brown, giving them the appearance of giant chocolate mounds, which is how they got their name. Their distinct beauty has earned them recognition as a National Geological Monument and has led to proposals for inclusion on the UNESCO World Heritage List. To protect this natural wonder, mining and quarrying activities in the area have been prohibited. Kelingking Beach is located on Nusa Penida Island, southeast of Bali, Indonesia, standing out with massive limestone cliffs resembling a dinosaur's spine. The beach has fine white sand and turquoise blue waters, creating a spectacular landscape. A steep trail with hundreds of steps leads from the clifftop down to the shore, surrounded by pristine and majestic nature. The waves in this area are often very strong, forming powerful surges, crashing against the rocky shore. The best time of the year to observe Kelling Beach with favorable weather conditions is from April to September, when the sky is dry and the sea is calmer compared to other months. The Corinth Canal is an impressive artificial structure cutting across the Isthmus of Corinth, connecting the Aegean Sea with the Ionian Sea in Greece. With a length of 4 miles, width of 81 feet, and vertical rock walls up to 295 feet high, the canal creates a spectacular artificial canyon. The idea of digging the canal appeared in the 7th century BC with ruler Periander, but it wasn't until 1893 that the structure was completed after 12 years of construction. The canal's rock walls display diverse geological layers with many colors, creating an impressive natural painting. The azure water creates a strong contrast with the yellowish-brown color of the rock walls. Today, the canal shortens the journey by about 202 miles compared to going around the Peloponnese Peninsula, but only allows ships with a maximum width of 58 feet to pass through. The house on the Drina River is a unique architectural structure located in the middle of the Drina River, right on the border with Bosnia and Herzegovina. The house sits on a small rock in the middle of the river, about 328 feet from the shore, creating a spectacular image amid the wild nature. The house has been destroyed many times due to floods and harsh weather, with the current version rebuilt in the early 2010s. What makes this landscape unique is the contrast between the small wooden house with its red tile roof and the characteristic emerald green river, along with the surrounding forests and mountains. In 2012, this house won a place in the National Geographic Photo Contest, increasing its international fame. The house has become a symbol of resilience and adaptability, standing firm in the rushing water, symbolizing human ability to survive in harsh nature. The beach stretches about 4 miles and is protected by the Whitsunday Islands National Park. The sand here contains 98.9% pure silica, giving it its characteristic bright white color. The crystal clear waters range in color from emerald to blue, due to the reflection of sunlight through the sand grains. Whitehaven Beach was ranked the #1 beach in the best of the best beaches in the world list by TripAdvisor in 2021. It was also named the most eco-friendly beach in the world by CNN in 2010. Nusa Penida is a beautiful island in Bali Province, Indonesia, covering an area of about 77 square miles and located about 12 miles from mainland Bali. The island stands out with its limestone hilly terrain and steep cliffs along the coastline, creating spectacular landscapes. Kelling King Beach, with its shape resembling a giant T-Rex dinosaur, is the island's icon. Angel's Billabong, a crystal-clear tidal pool, forms a beautiful, natural swimming pool during low tide. The waters surrounding the island constitute the Nusa Penida Marine Conservation Area, home to more than 300 coral species and 576 fish species, especially giant manta rays and sunfish. The island is also a conservation center for the rare endangered Bali myna bird and famous for producing black honey with high medicinal value. Yosemite National Park, located in California, USA, is one of the most famous parks in the world. With an area of approximately 158 square miles, Yosemite is a place that preserves many rare plant and animal species. The park's elevation ranges from 1969 feet to 131.23 feet above sea level, with breathtaking waterfalls and giant granite cliffs such as El Capitan and Half Dome. Yosemite is one of the most biologically diverse areas, with over 750 species of plants, 400 species of animals, and many species of birds and fish. The park is also home to many wild animals, including the North American black bear and mule deer. It is a perfect destination for those who love nature exploration, hiking, and admiring the stunning beauty of natural landscapes. Covão Conchos is a special hydraulic structure located at an altitude of 4,921 feet in the Serra da Estrela Mountains, central Portugal. Famous for its nickname, a gateway to another Earth, or Dragon's Hole, this is a giant funnel-shaped tunnel built in 1955 to transfer water from Ribeira das Naves stream to Lagoa Comprida Lake. With a funnel mouth diameter of about 15 feet and a length of 4,921 feet through the mountain, the structure creates a surreal scene amid wild nature. Although existing since the 1950s, Covão dos Conchos only truly gained global fame after images of it were shared on social media around 2016. This area is most beautiful in spring, when melting snow creates water flowing down the funnel, creating an image like a gateway opening in the mountains, reflecting sparkling sunlight, further enhancing the mysterious beauty of this unique place. Sala de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, with a massive area of 4,086 square miles, situated at an elevation of 995 feet above sea level in the Altiplano Plateau of southwestern Bolivia. This salt flat contains an estimated 10 billion tons of salt and 50 to 70% of the world's lithium reserves, with a salt crust thickness ranging from 7 to 33 feet, creating an amazingly flat surface. Its most striking feature is that during the rainy season, a thin layer of water covers the surface, creating the world's largest natural mirror effect, perfectly reflecting the sky and clouds. At night, thanks to the high altitude and low light pollution, the salt flat becomes an ideal place to observe the night sky with the Milky Way clearly visible. According to Aymara legend, Salar de Uyuni was formed from the tears of the Tunupa volcano when she cried after being betrayed by her husband. Situated in a great position in the Marina Bay sector of the city center, Marina Bay Sands is a magnificent architectural monument of contemporary Singapore. This world-class complex is notable for its distinctive architecture, which consists of three 55-story buildings, joined by a boat-shaped sky park at the top, therefore producing a clear Lion City skyline. The 492-feet infinity pool at the summit of the three towers, where visitors may swim with the sense of floating in mid-air while appreciating the panoramic city view from a height of 656 feet, is the most remarkable attraction. From the Sky Park, guests may marvel at a wonderful dreamlike scenario with a 360-degree view of Marina Bay, reflecting the dazzling lights of the city from its large water surface. Built at a cost of around $5.7 billion in 2010, Marina Bay Sands is not just a luxury hotel, but also a cultural center with the unusual lotus-shaped Art Science Museum and a theater routinely hosting Broadway musicals. Angkor Wat, one of humanity's greatest architectural wonders, is located in Siem Reap province in northwestern Cambodia. Built in the early 12th century during the reign of King Suryavarman II, this massive structure was initially a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu before being converted to a Buddhist temple in the late 13th century. The name Angkor Wat means Temple City in Khmer, reflecting its scale and importance. The most striking feature of Angkor Wat is the large moat surrounding the main temple, creating a perfect reflection of the 5 lotus-shaped towers symbolizing the sacred Mount Meru. The entire structure is built of sandstone with millions of blocks weighing several tons each, fitted together perfectly without mortar. The Sacred Monkey Forest Sanctuary in Ubud, Bali, Indonesia, is a wonderful destination for those who love the combination of wild nature and spiritual culture. It is home to over 1,200 Bali long-tailed monkeys, which are considered sacred by the local people. The sanctuary spans about 31 acres and features a diverse ecosystem, including over 115 species of trees, many of which have special significance in Hindu culture. In addition, the sanctuary houses 3 ancient Hindu temples built in the 14th century, playing a key role in the spiritual life of the local community. Chingy de Bemaraha, located in Madagascar, is a unique natural wonder recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. This vast area is characterized by sharp limestone spires formed over millions of years by the erosion of water and wind. The word Tsingy in Malagasy means the place where one cannot walk barefoot, reflecting the rugged and distinctive landscape of this area. This region attracts visitors not only for its majestic beauty, but also for its rich ecosystem, home to many endemic species, including lemurs and rare birds. The towering limestone spires, rising up to 229.66 feet, form a natural maze, making Tsingy de Bemaraha one of the most difficult to reach areas in the world. Everglades National Park is the largest tropical national park in the United States, covering about 1.5 million acres. Established in 1947, the park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an international biosphere reserve. It is home to many rare species, including the Florida panther, American crocodile, and West Indian manatee. The park features diverse habitats, from wetlands to mangrove forests, creating a rich and unique landscape. Visitor centers in the park provide educational exhibits and guided tours about the ecosystem. However, the park faces challenges such as invasive species and water management issues to protect the ecological balance. Lake Victoria, the largest freshwater lake in Africa and the second largest in the world, covers an area of approximately 69,000 square kilometers and has a circumference of 3,440 kilometers. Lake Victoria's deepest point is 84 meters, with an average depth of about 40 meters. The area surrounding the lake is home to millions of people, primarily fishermen, and the lake plays an important role in the economies of the surrounding countries. The lake is also notable for its small islands and serves as a habitat for many wild animals, including crocodiles, hippos, and various endemic fish species. Lake Victoria has undergone significant changes in history, including completely drying up at least 3 times, with the last occurrence about 17,300 years ago. Despite these changes, the lake remains crucial for regulating the regional climate and supporting the livelihoods of millions of people living around it. Tianzi Mountains in China is a unique geological wonder formed from an ancient seabed 380 million years ago. The giant stone pillars, reaching heights of 400 meters, equivalent to a 120-story building, were raised by tectonic movements over millions of years. Remarkably, mist covers the mountain peaks an average of 200 days per year, creating a magical scene of mountains floating on clouds. Vegetation here has the unique ability to grow directly on vertical rock faces, thanks to special root systems and moisture from the mist. The stone pillars change colors with the seasons, from green in spring-summer to red-yellow in autumn, and misty white when shrouded in fog. When wind blows through natural cracks, the mountains create special sounds known as the mountain's song. The temperature difference between the mountain base and peak can reach 20 degrees Celsius, creating a unique microclimate, while the cave system inside contains underground streams that nourish the entire ecosystem. Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States, located in Crater Lake National Park in southern Oregon, is the result of a volcanic eruption about 7,700 years ago. This lake is particularly famous for its deep and clear blue water, resulting solely from rain and melted snow without any rivers flowing in or out. The native culture, especially the Klamath tribe, considers Crater Lake sacred, associated with legends of a battle between the sky and the earth. The lake and its surrounding area have been protected as part of a national park since 1902, attracting millions of visitors annually as well as scientists for research. The combination of majestic natural beauty and profound cultural significance makes Crater Lake one of the most important tourist and research destinations in the United States. Niagara Falls is one of the world's most famous natural wonders, located between the borders of Canada and the United States. With a height of 51 meters, the falls pour down with a massive water flow of about 2,800 cubic meters per second, enough to fill 1 million bathtubs in a minute. Surprisingly, the falls are moving backward about 30 centimeters each year due to water erosion of the rocks. Niagara Falls is not just a tourist attraction, but also an important energy source, generating enough electricity to power 3.8 million homes. At night, the falls become spectacular with a $3 million LED lighting system, creating thousands of different colors. The characteristic turquoise color of the waterfall comes from minerals and microorganisms, while in extremely cold winters, the falls can partially freeze, forming massive ice columns. Trolltunga, one of Norway's most spectacular natural wonders, sits at an elevation of 1,100 meters above sea level and juts out about 700 meters above Lake Ringadalsvatnet. This rock formation was created around 1,000 years ago by glacial erosion, forming a long and narrow sandstone ledge that extends dramatically into the air. Trolltunga is renowned for its breathtaking scenery, surrounded by towering mountain ranges and a crystal-clear lake reflecting the sky. According to Norwegian folklore, The unique shape of this rock is said to be the tongue of a giant troll that turned to stone when exposed to sunlight. With its raw beauty and remarkable geological significance, Trolltunga is a must-visit destination for those seeking to experience Norway's majestic wilderness. Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, is the highest peak in North America, standing at 6,190 meters above sea level. The name Denali originates from the Koyukon language of the indigenous people of Alaska, meaning the Great One. Denali is located in the Alaska Range and is the centerpiece of Denali National Park and Preserve, covering an area of about 24,000 square kilometers. It is one of the most difficult peaks to conquer in the world, with a success rate of only about 50%. The surrounding area is home to many wild animals, including brown bears, wolves, caribou, and various rare bird species. The climate in Denali is extremely harsh, with temperatures dropping below 40 degrees C and strong winds. The Dead Sea, located between the borders of Israel and Jordan, is the saltiest lake in the world, making it impossible for any creatures to survive in it. It is also the lowest point on Earth, at 400 meters below sea level. The The water of the Dead Sea contains many health-beneficial minerals, especially the mineral-rich black mud, which is used in therapeutic and beauty treatments. The Dead Sea has no outflow, and its water evaporates quickly, leaving behind a large amount of salt minerals. One of the fascinating experiences is that visitors can float on the water without needing to know how to swim, thanks to its extreme salinity. The Dead Sea has been a resort and therapeutic destination for thousands of years. Victoria Peak, the 552-meter mountain in Hong Kong, holds many interesting stories in its development history. During the colonial period, only Europeans were allowed to live on the peak, as people believed its cool climate was only suitable for Westerners. The unique funicular railway system, with a 27-degree incline, one of the steepest in the world, has been operating continuously since 1888 and underwent 3 major upgrades. Interestingly, before the tram existed, wealthy people would spend about 3 hours being carried up by sedan chair bearers. The temperature at the peak is always 3 to 5 degrees C lower than surrounding areas, creating a natural air conditioning for Hong Kong. On clear days, visitors can see islands up to 50 kilometers away, while in early mornings, the peak is often shrouded in mist, creating the famous Sea of Clouds phenomenon.